Hello, good evening. Welcome to another stream. I'm late to the beard party. Welcome anyone new and welcome back anyone who is returning. If you were here last week, I do apologise. I pulled a muscle working Tuesday last week and I really wasn't up for anything through, well, most of the week and weekend. So just laid up resting. It's still not entirely gone yet, but doing a lot better now. So, yeah, hopefully you've had a good week or two, depending on how long you've been here. So, shall we get back into the game and move on with the action following on from last time? We left off 2 weeks ago. I'm hoping you can hear me. I've had issues with audio not recording properly onto the right audio stream. But yeah, if you can hear me, let me know. Still getting used to doing all of this. Anyway, last time we finished off making our way up Haven. We dealt with the, I've forgotten what they called themselves, the followers of Andraste, the ones who were worshipping the dragon outside, and snuck our way past the dragon to get into the temple. And we finished here at the first, puzzle section. I say puzzle section. This is basically proving your worth to be able to approach the ashes. Good, thank you. Yeah, so we can acquire the ashes of Andraste. Yeah, the Brotherhood, or whatever they call themselves outside, Duke wasn't having any of their shit, so he just murdered the lot of them. And then made his way up here. He was a bit of a dick to the Guardian, and he's going to continue being a dick through the rest of here. So, let us see where to begin. So, each of these ghosts is a memory of someone from Andraste's life, and they all seem to have switched to more ghostly versions now. What you're supposed to do is answer their questions correctly for understanding Andraste and her history. Duke has said many times before that he doesn't believe in the Maker or Andraste, and yeah, he just believes in himself. So, yeah, this is not going to go well for Duke. Or he's just going to kick ass as he normally does.
Echoes from a shadow realm, whispers of things yet to come. Thought's strange sister dwells in night, is swept away by dawning light. Of what do I speak?
I don't know, and I don't give a fuck.
What led you here? What guides you onward? You must seek the answers in order to stand before her.
Oh, great. There, die, abomination. That's the first one.
I'd neither a guest nor a trespasser be. In this place I belong, that belongs also to me. Of what do I speak?
This is bullshit.
You must seek answers, if you are ever to find them.
No!
Hey.
A poison of the soul, passion's cruel counterpart. From love she grows, till love lies slain. Of what do I speak?
I'm getting bored now. This is shit.
You are fortunate in your innocence then. Go forward.
Okay. That's not the response I was expecting.
She wields the broken sword and separates true kings from tyrants. Of what do I speak?
Yeah, get out of my way.
This lesson must be learnt if you are to find what you seek.
No man has seen it, but all men know it. Lighter than air, sharper than any sword, comes from nothing, but will fell the strongest armies. Of what do I speak?
Yeah, sounds like me, but probably not.
Perhaps you know nothing of suffering or war. There is wisdom in innocence too. Go forward.
Again, not the response I was expecting.
The bones of the world stretch towards the sky's embrace, veiled in white, like a bride greeting her groom. Of what do I speak?
I ain't got a fucking clue.
You have much to learn and little time. I will shorten your road for you.
Okay, so that's 3 of them that have let me go without giving the right answer.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. The debt of blood must be paid in full. Of what do I speak?
Hey, I know this one. Vengeance.
Yes, my husband Hissarion would have chosen a quick death for Andraste. I made him swear that she would die publicly with her war leaders, that all would know the Imperium's strength. I am justice. I am vengeance. Blood can only be repaid in blood.
The smallest lark could carry it, while a strong man might not. Of what do I speak?
Yeah, I don't know. Just try and kill me already.
You will learn. In time. You must, if you are to find Andraste.
Now we do battle.
There, that's all of them. Right, next one, I think, is where we have a little memory of old parents.
My dearest child.
Dad.
You know that I am gone, and all your prayers and wishes will not bring me back. I see the pain and anger you carry. I know you fear to give it voice, but rest assured, my child, the Maker knows your heart. Now go. Carry with you my love and my forgiveness, pup.
Okay. Okay.
As you say.
I gotta kill a ghost for my dog. Ah, shit. This is painful. Glad it's over. Ugh.
Simple enough.
Do you think those interesting-looking sections of floor on the side of this chasm have something to do with getting across?
They have such an excess of followers. She is willing to plunge their depths.
Right, so what we need to do is find... Right, so let's set into... This is one of the annoying ones. So we want that one. Need to set... Okay. Need to figure out which ones do which. So I want one that sets the very first one. That one there. And that one. So the next
I'm ready.
will then be... Hang on a minute. Ah, yeah, got to have one from the other side, don't we? So that sets that one. So get win. So if I'm right, we can now move Cuddles. That's it. Should. Yeah. Should be able to move Win. That's it. So this is where I could go wrong.
It seems to me we will only be able to get one person across.
Yeah.
Perhaps that will be enough.
Right. So I need to know. Now, this is one of those annoying puzzles. So which one? Right, so those two do the same. Right. So these all do... What's those two? Does that... Okay. No indicators up there, is there? Right. So... And also to get Win... Right, so... Get Sten there. So now I should... If I'm right, yep. So I should just be able to get... the first one then. That's it.
Your wish.
Now I think... It's that one, so Sten, yep. And that's just a case of getting the last one ready. There we go.
Fascinating. How do you think that was accomplished? Mirrors? Magic?
I don't care. Let's get through this. Probably going to be a save up here. Yet.
Congratulations. You found your pot of holy dirt.
Thanks. I'll choose a little more of the dusty stone slab. You can make an extription. Cast off the trappings of worldly life and cloak yourself in the goodness of spirit. King and slave, lord and beggar, be born anew in the Maker's sight. Fuck that.
Armed and armored, you have tried to approach Andraste. Why have you committed this act of defiance?
Because I'm Duke fucking Nukem and I could.
In the Maker's eyes, a beggar may as well be a king, or a king a beggar. He cares not for the privilege granted by birth. One can only find spiritual truth by casting aside earthly possessions and seeing them for the deceptions they are.
You really got your head stuck up your ass, ain't you?
You have shown that you are not worthy of the ashes. May the Maker take you into his arms and forgive you.
Quickly, we must fight!
Ooh, we are all getting slaughtered here.
Shall we die?
Yeah, die, you bastard. Yeah, fuck you.
Could not have asked for a greater honor than to be here. I will never forget this feeling.
Congratulations, you found a waste bin.
Earthly remains of Andraste, prophet and bride of the Maker. Wouldn't seem to forget the way we got here. Yeah, take a pinch. Take a pinch and place it in a leather pouch. You'd think they'd take more than a pinch, wouldn't you? Right. Thank you, Win. Ooh. Unfortunate adventurer. Let's get rid of some of the things that I'm probably never going to use. Get that as well, so I can take those. Locked, can't open that. Again, locked, can't open it. Probably have to bring Liliana back here. Right, he did not have anything to loot. So, let us return. Oh, did not notice I have a level up. Yeah. Need to be level 16 for that. Can't see on there what level I am. I've got all the dual weapon stuff, and there's no point me taking anything else because I have to swap out weapons to do that. Ooh, gonna want that soon. So next level I can take one of these. Actually, for that I need to be level 16, so I'm currently level 15, so next level up. Right. Oh yes, and Cuddle's level up, I didn't spot that either. I'm really paying attention here, aren't I? That'll do. Nobody else leveling up yet? No. Okay. I seem to recall there being something over here. Yes. Locked chest, broken chest. I'll leave that for the moment. Oh, that's locked as well, so... Right. I suppose one thing I'm going to need to do is kill that dragon up there. Yes, I have that berserk ability. So the way to do that, I believe, is by using... Oh, where is it? There was a horn I acquired, I believe. Colgrim's horn. Yes, but just to make absolutely certain, I'm going to save again. And on here... Oh, hello! Oh, Wind's in trouble.
Very well. Get off!
Yeah, this may have been a bad idea. Then again, we are doing damage to it. Did we actually stun it? It's down to half health. Leave my dog alone. Damn it, it just... Okay. And I never got the achievement for killing that thing before. So that's new. Oh, bloody heck. I can't take all that. Right, so let's let's get rid of what I can get rid of. That's a lot of items I need. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 8 space for 8 pieces again, actually. Not all of these are great. Hey, thanks, Tom. Hang on a minute. The heavy infantry helm requires 42 strength. The gloves require 36. As do the boots. So the helm has the highest strength requirement. What weapons can I get rid of? Not really many. Okay. Might as well get rid of that because I don't think I'm going to use it. That's restricted to Morrigan, and I don't think I'm going to be using it. That doesn't offer much at all. Sten's not wearing any of these here, and you can only actually take 2. So that'll do. That opens up space for 5. Let's take the armour, because that's going to be worth a fair bit. And Tevan bow doesn't really compare to the one I've got prepped for Liliana. That's only tier 3. Tier 6. I'm probably not going to be using that, but Olive Prize cheese knife. That's not really worth keeping either, so let's take that. Now Sten. Doesn't really do much more. Right, I'll have a look at his equipment in more detail during the break. Yeah, that's the dragon that was posing as Andraste. Well, I say posing. The the followers of Andraste believed the dragon was Andraste reborn, which didn't work out well for them. Oh yeah, I need to take a injury kit. That just clears the injury Duke took when he got downed during the fight, which never happened. That never happened. So now there's a key choice that happens here where you make quite a difference in Dragon Age Inquisition, I think it is.
Welcome back. You were gone for quite some time. Well, did you find it?
What the fuck do you think?
You found the urn, didn't you? You seem different. It must have changed you. What was it like, coming to the urn, I mean?
It's just a stone flask with a burnt woman inside it. What the fuck do you think?
It may be that to you, but means so much more to thousands of people. Perhaps my research will not seem so much like blasphemy to the Chantry now. We must organize an expedition. There is so much history here, it must be studied. And pilgrims should be allowed to come to the urn.
I don't see an option that would really be very Duke-ish. It's like, yes, the urn should be shared with the world, or why we should keep it to ourselves, and that's not wise. Many will try to exploit this discovery. Duke would probably say, I don't care. That's not a good idea. I see a lot of bullshit happening if we do.
But the urn belongs to all the faithful. How can you deny this to them? No, we must share it.
You have noble intentions, Brother Genitivi. But can you say the same of your brethren in the Chantry?
Deny them a corpse? Unthinkable indeed.
I will spread this good news or die trying.
Fine, have it your way. Asshole.
You may have your reasons for wanting to keep the urn a secret, but I sincerely doubt they were worth the life of this good man.
Yeah, boo-hoo. Gonna say first.
Very well.
Let's go to camp, because I think there's some conversations that happen here.
I think I owe you an explanation for what happened earlier.
You mean when you collapsed?
You should know that something happened to me at the tower before you came along. Remember my apprentice, Petra? She encountered a demon in the tower. It would have killed her had I not intervened. I saved her life that day, but I did not survive that encounter with the demon.
Yeah, that's a shit joke.
It's not a joke, I promise. Let me explain. I engaged a very powerful demon to rescue Petra. It sapped me of all my energy and will and left me drained. It took everything I had to defeat it. And when I was done, I no longer had the strength to keep my heart beating. I remember my life ebbing away. Everything receded from me. Sound, light. I remember being enveloped in complete, impenetrable darkness. And then I sensed a presence enfolding me and cradling me, whispering quietly to me. The sensation is impossible to describe. I was being held back, firmly but gently, as a mother would a child, eager to slip from her grasp. I felt life and warmth flowing through my veins again. I began to be aware of small sounds and the discomfort of my hip pressing into the cold stone of the tower floor.
So you're alive, what's the problem?
The Fade contains spirits both benevolent and malicious. The benevolent spirits seldom make themselves known, because they want nothing from mortals, unlike the demons. It was one of these spirits that saved me. Without it, I would be dead. And it has not left me. It is with me even now, bonded to me. You see, I am supposed to be dead. It is the spirit that is keeping me in this world. And this is not the way of things. Perhaps the spirit did not expect this, but it is weakening gradually. I am living on borrowed time.
I think that one's a bit brutal even for Duke. So you're going to die soon, no surprise there. Ooh. So how long is it going to last?
I do not know. I can feel when the spirit weakens, so I should have fair warning. But come, let us not talk about this. There is time yet.
Okay. I have a suspicion Leliana has some things to say about the Ashes of Andraste.
you've seen and touched Andraste's ashes. They are the holiest thing on this earth, the remains of the Maker's chosen.
And I've just remembered the other direction the story can go with the brothers. I think I can't remember what they're actually called. The cult that were worshipping the dragon, thinking it was Andraste. They, if you go along with them, they ask you to put something in the ashes that will apparently help Andraste be reborn as the dragon. And yeah, if you do that and Liliana finds out, she's kind of pissed. I don't know how that changes Dragon Age Inquisition, because she has a major role in that game. But yeah, I don't know what's going to happen if she finds out that I killed Brother Genitivi. No, they're just the ashes of some woman.
Maybe it is belief and faith that imbues them with their power, or just maybe Andraste really was blessed by him. I do not know if I am worthy to look upon her.
She's dead, it doesn't matter.
I suppose you could look at it that way, but she still deserves our respect. But there is little time to debate this. Let us move on.
She didn't like that conversation. Hey, see if anyone else has got anything to say.
Here I am.
Nothing at the moment.
What do you need?
Nothing from him either.
Yes. As you wish.
Nothing from him. See if Morrigan has anything.
What do you wish of me?
No. And Shale. More of the same there. Okay.
If there's anything I can do for you, please, I'm sure.
Right, let's sell some of the things I'm not going to be using. I'm going to keep Duncan's dagger purely for the honour thing. No way in heck is that sword going anywhere. Sell those arrows. Ooh, some of those are actually better than what I currently had. Need to. Actually, no, I don't think I want that kind of helm. Not using ranged attacks, although it is better.
If there's anything I can do.
Armor rating. Oh yeah, I need to put those on. What the heck? Pure bitch braid. That's what it's actually called. Yeah, I need to put some of those on. Probably get rid of some of this stuff. That'll clear some inventory space. I'll keep the dragon scales. All of those are gifts. Not fussed at all about the runes. That's to do with enchanting, which I've never really been into. I think that should do. Now, just notice that there is a book that I can have Duke use, which will do a partial level up. That's all that does there. Right. That's one heck of a collar, that is. Where's Shale? we go. Shale's got some weapons. Right then, let's go and say hi to Cuddles before we leave. Yeah, he's a stupid dog, isn't he? Yeah, stupid dog. Right, so I think the next place to go, obviously we're going to have Cuddles. I think we're going to go back to Redcliffe, so I'll take Alistair with us. And because I want to keep a mage in the party, let's go with Wynne. Because I'll take Morrigan on the next section. Right, so Redcliffe Castle. Is it going to be a random encounter? Yep. Yeah, laugh all you want. Yeah, die, motherfucker!
That was interesting and draining.
What the fuck was that? Was that a spirit?
I called forth the spirit that sustains me so that it could lend us aid. I did not realize it would take this much out of me. It seemed a good idea at the time, if a little rash. I think it may have weakened the spirit a little.
Yeah, it took you that long to figure it out, did you?
Well, we can't all be quick-wit McSmarty-Pants now, can we? Apparently you have the monopoly on cleverness.
I don't know what's actually affecting her there.
There is much to do.
Vessel of the Spirit. That's a new ability she's got. Right, level up Alistair. Okay. Should probably give him Champion. Give him lots of strength. 2 items. Right, one of those will be that for the sword and board. And give him the next Templar ability. Right. Let's go loot. Oh, there are more enemies. But there's looting to be done first.
It shall be done.
Oh, Wynne stunned. Because that ability ran out. Time to go kill some more.
There is no glory in bloodshed.
What's on your mind? It is no trouble.
I did not mean to click on... Oh, I know what happened. You were supposed to talk to her when the combat ended, but because I'd already spoken to her, when it activated, it just went into normal conversation. Yeah. Pick up some more elf roots. Actually, while I'm here, let's uses up some of the stuff I've got. That's this way. Let's continue on to Redcliffe.
It has begun.
Hey, Tegan.
You return. Might you have news?
I found the urn.
You have? Wonderful. Let us go at once to Eamon's side and see if the urn's healing powers live up to their reputation.
Where am I?
Be calm, brother. You have been deathly ill for a very long time. Do you remember nothing?
Tegan? What are you doing here? Where is Isolde?
I am here, my husband.
And Connor? Where is my boy? Where is our son?
He is dead. Connor is dead.
Dead? Then it was not a dream.
Much has happened since you fell ill, brother. Some of it will not be easy for you to hear.
Then tell me. I wish to hear all of it. This is most troubling. There is much to be done, that is true. But I should first be thankful to those who have done so much.
Hey.
Grey Warden, I know you did what you had to. I grieve for my son. But I believe that had you not acted as you did, it might have been far worse. I am in your debt. Will you permit me to offer you a reward for your service?
Yeah, I like the sound of that.
Then allow me to declare you and those traveling with you champions of Redcliffe. You will always be a welcome guest within these halls. And for you, Warden, a shield of the same make as those that have been given to our finest knights.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit to get done now. Thanks.
Indeed. We have no way of knowing what Loghain will do once he learns of your recovery.
Loghain instigates a civil war even though the Darkspawn are on our very doorstep. Long I have known him. He is a sensible man, one who never desired power.
I was there when he announced he was taking control of the throne, Eamon. He is mad with ambition, I tell you.
Mad indeed. Mad enough to kill Kaelan, to attempt to kill myself and destroy my lands. Whatever happened to him, Loghain must be stopped. What's more, we can scarce afford to fight this war to its bitter end.
Really? I was looking forward to killing him on a battlefield.
You would not walk away from that meeting unscathed. The Darkspawn slaughtered Kaelan's forces, not Loghain's. He has strength we cannot hope to match. We have no time to wage a campaign against him. Someone must surrender if Ferelden is to have any chance of fighting the Darkspawn.
Then that's Loghain.
I agree. Loghain will pay for his heinous crimes, but our armies must be reserved for the Darkspawn, not for each other. I will spread word of Logain's treachery, both here and against the king. But it will be but a claim made without proof. Those claims will give Logain's allies pause, but we must combine it with a challenge Logain cannot ignore. We need someone with a stronger claim to the throne than Logain's daughter, the Queen.
Are you referring to Alistair, brother? Are you certain?
I would not propose such a thing if we had an alternative, but the unthinkable has occurred.
Alistair would make a shit king.
Hey, I'm right here.
Tegan and I have a claim through marriage, but we would seem opportunists no better than Logain. Alistair's claim is by blood.
And what about me? Does anyone care what I want?
You have a responsibility, Alistair. Without you, Logain wins. I would have to support him for the sake of Ferelden. Is that what you want?
But I... No, my lord.
I see only one way to proceed. I will call for a landsmeet, a gathering of all of Ferelden's nobility in the city of Denerim. There, Ferelden can decide who shall rule, one way or another. Then the business of fighting our true foe can begin. What say you to that, my friend? I do not wish to proceed without your blessing.
Wouldn't it be simpler to just kill Logain?
I'm not sure that would help our cause. We would become the criminals, and our accusations would become excuses. Furthermore, I'm not even certain where Logain might be.
You think the landsmeet idea is going to work?
That depends. If we cannot get a consensus in the landsmeet for Alistair, we cannot afford to oppose Logain either. Does that mean Logain could win? A man who killed his own king, who has gone mad with power? Perhaps. We must see that he does not.
So what are the options?
You have already found allies, but we need those to fight Darkspawn. I truly believe the landsmeet is our best option. We could attempt to wage a military campaign against Logain, but even if we win, would we have enough left to defeat the Darkspawn?
No, but neither would Logain.
Perhaps Logain gambles on this attitude, that everyone will decide facing the Darkspawn is more vital than facing him, so that he leads us against the Horde.
And what's stopping him from just attacking Redcliffe?
Why do you think he had me poisoned? He wanted me gone without having to confront me directly. If I call for a landsmeet, refusing the compromise and attacking Redcliffe will only support our accusations. I'm sure he'd rather I died from the poison. Had the demon not interfered, that's exactly what would have happened.
Well, I don't see other choice then. No, I've said that wrong. No, I don't see any other choice then.
Very well. I will send out the word. But before we proceed, I believe there is the matter of the mage, my son's tutor. He still lives, I understand.
He does. He is in the dungeon, brother.
Have him brought here, Tegan. I wish to see him. Jowan, what you have done is not in question. You tried to assassinate me and set into motion a series of events that nearly destroyed everything I cherish. What have you to say in your own defense?
Nothing, my lord. Other than to say I am sorry. I expect no mercy for what I've done.
I see. Grey Warden, have you anything to say on Jowan's behalf?
Nope.
Then there is nothing more to say. Jowan, I hereby sentence you to death. May the Maker show you the mercy we cannot.
Thank you, my lord.
Now, back to the matter of the landsmeet. It will take some time to recall my forces and organize our allies. I would prefer to wait until that is done before calling the landsmeet. In the meantime, I suggest you pursue the remainder of the Grey Warden treaties. We will need all the allies we can get if we are to defeat the Darkspawn Horde.
And another level up. Specialization unlocked, the champion which I've already taken. Haven't seen that before. Okay, what was I going to take? Oh, it's not a level up, it's just a new talent I've been granted. Resilience! I like that. Right, so... New shield. Redcliffe Elite Shield. Yep, there's some nice armour that Alistair can take. Right, he doesn't have the strength for taking that heavy armour. Give him that one. Kind of a mishmash of colours there. Let's see. I think that'll do for now. Right. So, the next thing to do, I think, is going to be make our way to Orzammar, where the Dwarves lie. That's one of the longest sections of the game, annoyingly, because you've got all the events in the city of Orzammar, then you've got the events in the deep roads, and then the finishing off the events in the at Orzammar. So that's the village of Haven. So I think, well, there is that civil war area. I think I'll make my way around this way and head up to the Frostback Mountains. Ooh.
You're awake. Did you feel it too? It was like the archdemon saw us. Saw us! What does that mean? I think... Wait. Did you hear that?
Ah, shit.
I guess it's like Duncan once said. We can sense them, and they can sense us. We'd best be more careful from now on. This camp isn't safe any longer.
Oh, great.
Fortification should be built around the camp.
How unnerving.
It will be more difficult to sleep here now.
What, no trap? No ambush? Huh. Some assassins.
Okay. See if anyone has anything to say.
Here I am.
No. Anything more from Wynne?
What's on your mind?
No.
It is no trouble.
Something I can help with?
What do you wish of me?
What do you need?
Think I had another dream about the archdemon bullshit.
Yes, me too. And I got the feeling at the end there that it saw us, was aware of us, whatever you want to call it. Could have just been my imagination, I suppose. What do you think?
I think the archdemon needs to die. Fucking now.
Well, short of waltzing through the entire Darkspawn horde and tapping it on the nose, I'm not sure just how we're supposed to do that.
But killing the archdemon is the general plan, I understand. Good to have you on board. I guess one thing is certain at least, isn't it? It's official. This is a blight.
Yeah, you said that before.
Yes. As you wish.
Okay. Right, yeah, the dwarves aren't here. So... Right then, so obviously Cuddles. Shale, who needs to level up a bit. And Morrigan. Let's continue on to the Frostback Mountains. Oh, Morrigan's the one who needs to level up. Do. We're gonna have the constant stomping of Shale. Assholes decided they want to get killed. I'll probably need to sort out some tactics for Shale as well.
As you say.
Are we descending into the underground? The thought of so much rock over one's head is disquieting.
I don't know if I need to deal with him.
What business would the mighty Grey Wardens have with a man like me?
Blackstone Irregulars.
Oh? What is this about?
I'm bringing you in for desertion.
I worried this might happen. I hoped it wouldn't be you who came for me. I have no choice. Forgive me, Warden, but I cannot go back with you.
Then you won't.
There is no glory in bloodshed.
Named character over there.
Can I interest you in something? I've got the finest selection of previously owned armour and weaponry this side of Val Royale.
Previously owned?
Why pay through the nose for new equipment when you can buy it like new for much, much less?
Where do I get like new armor?
Oh, here and there. Look, that's really not important. The important thing is, it's cheap. And just as good as what you'd find at a smithy.
Okay.
Oh, of course. And remember, everything's covered by Farron's 24-hour lifetime guarantee.
Let's... I think I might give that to Sten. Doesn't have anything else. Okay. Sten's not in the party right now, is he? Of course he isn't.
We're about this son of Merrick, some bastard from Redcliffe, I hear.
The Swamp Witch has a great deal in common with my former master.
The Swamp Witch? How original.
The Swamp Witch has the same arrogance, the same air of cruelty. I would hate for it to have possession of my control rod, if it still worked, of course.
Let me tell you what you can do with your control rod, Gollum.
Is it telling me that if the rod did work, that it wouldn't want control over me?
I wouldn't go so far as that. I could, for instance, command you to go and jump in a lake. A very deep lake.
It fools no one. The Swamp Witch would control everything if it could. It would have us all dancing on its strings.
Oh, you know me too well, Gollum. Your revealing gaze has laid me bare.
I will be watching the Swamp Witch. It must not be trusted.
Now you're beginning to sound just like Alistair.
King Loghain will not...
Vieta, this land is held in trust for the sovereign dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Loghain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
I have important business in the dwarf city.
None more important than mine.
Your business will wait. Orzammar must limit outside influence until the throne is settled. The assembly has gone through a dozen votes without...
That went wrong. It's quite urgent. I need to touch your king.
Eldon, they're sworn enemies of King Loghain.
Orzammar has no king. Endrin Idukan returned to the stone not 3 weeks ago, sick over the loss of his sons. The assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
I'm a Grey Warden. This treaty obliges the dwarves to aid.
The Wardens killed King Caelan and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Loghain.
Well, that is the royal seal. That means only the assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
You're letting in a traitor? And a foreigner? In the name of King Loghain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden.
Run away to your false king. The dwarves are not going to hear him today.
You'll hear of this. King Loghain will see you quartered.
You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden, though I don't know what help you will find.
A trust follow, Warden. Your arrival is a mixed blessing. We prefer that outsiders not witness our infighting, but your presence will be tolerated.
Okay. Annoyingly, some of the dialogue's going a bit wrong here.
I understand the Swamp Witch is out to slay its own mother.
Entirely in self-defense?
So it claims. It could not have been its plan from the very beginning, then.
I knew nothing about my mother's intentions prior to finding the book. 'Twas your notion I arranged that.
Unnecessary, considering it is the only one who can read the book. It could just as well be a journal or a book of recipes.
Would you like me to teach you how to read the book? Then you can see for yourself.
Now it is testing me.
Well, do you care enough to learn or no?
No, I do not care.
Then leave me be.
Those two really don't like each other.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew.
Handlers, separate these dashers in the Diamond Quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
You will not speak that way about the man who should be king!
Well, this looks like shit.
I won't have fighting in the Commons, especially in front of outsiders. I find that sodding fool, I'll have him in the Legion. Vieta, Surfacer. I'm bid to let you walk the Commons, but keep your place. Warden or not, I want order.
There's a blight coming and I need the dwarves' assistance.
Surface problems. Well, we have no king to hear you. You can join the shouting at the Assembly in the Diamond Quarter if you want. Bunch of Desher lords bickering over sand. Balin, Harrowmont. Is one so different? No paragons here.
Sounds like this Balin and Harrowmont are the ones I should be talking to.
They've caged themselves for fear of each other. As you've seen, keeping order down among us working people is dodgy. No place for a proper lord. Balin speaks through his second, Vartag Gavorn, in the Assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through Dulin Ferender from his estate.
What did you mean when you said paragons?
Surfacers appoint no paragons? Truly, you're lost in all that sky. They are the best of us, declared living ancestors. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate, the true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter.
I'm going.
Yes, you should.
Lava bad. Don't go near the lava.
Good words.
I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? Although, I can't imagine your ancestors reside in the stone.
What is this, some kind of shrine?
I don't know that word. This is a section of stone kept bare to receive our prayers. The stone gave rise to our people, and it is where their spirits return in death.
And what were you praying for?
My name is Vilda, widow of Turak of the Smith caste. I pray here every day for my son, Ruck. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul.
Safe return? You mean he's missing?
It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them.
The Deep Roads?
The Deep Roads are where Darkspawn come from. They descend for miles into the earth, and we must patrol them constantly or be overrun. I lost my husband to them. If I lost my son the same way...
Did anyone go after him?
The captains don't want to lose anyone searching for stray men. Too many were taken by Darkspawn that way.
So there are Darkspawn in the Deep Roads.
The Deep Roads are where Darkspawn come from. They descend for miles into the earth, and we must patrol them constantly or be overrun. I lost my husband to them. If I lost my son the same way...
Hate the dialogue. I'll leave you to your grief.
Stone guide your steps.
Maker's blessing on you, brother.
Nah, I don't believe in that bullshit.
Oh, you look as if you come from the surface. I thought perhaps you were raised in the way of the Chantry. I'm Brother Burkle of the Redcliffe Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light.
Even in the very bowels of the earth, we hear no end of this chant.
And that is something to rejoice in, good sister. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar.
I'm not gonna help you spread your bullshit.
May the Maker's light shine through the darkness in your soul.
Topsiders? Good. Get some outside gold in here. Calm people down. Make them think we should open the gates for good. The more cracks in the old way, the better. That's what Balin stands for.
Let's see what you got in store.
I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
Let's see if he has the particular item I'm after. Nope, he doesn't have. Ooh, I'll take that. Not what I was after, but... nope, doesn't have any other items. Where was that? I got one characteristic point. Not much, but something.
Did you see that? I cannot believe what this city has come to. This would never have happened when Endrin was alive.
So people are at each other's throats.
The city is torn apart. King Endrin is dead, and the Assembly can't decide who takes the throne, Lord Harrowmont or that monster Balin.
But isn't this Balin, the king's son?
Aye. What a terrible burden for a father to have only Balin left of 3 fine sons. In the end, Endrin himself recognized that Balin cared for nothing but power. It was Endrin who ordered his son away from his deathbed and embraced Lord Harrowmont as his heir.
So, what do you know about this Harrowmont?
Lord Harrowmont should be our king. He was King Endrin's closest advisor, the only one he could trust. Endrin himself, ancestors welcome him, asked the Assembly to endorse Harrowmont.
Yeah, I should go.
You come at a sad time, stranger. I'm going home to wait it out. I suggest you do the same.
Yeah, I don't have that choice.
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
Oh, I like this character story.
You look like you're not from around here.
Yeah, you could say that.
Oh, wonderful. I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle?
The Circle of Magi.
I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study.
And why wouldn't they?
No dwarf has ever studied at the Circle of Magi. I guess you never read First Enchanter Caitlin's treatise concerning dwarfs and the non-heritability of magic. He tested dwarfs from 20 bloodlines and found they couldn't perform any level of spell casting, regardless of lyrium exposure or time on the surface. The Circle speculates that lyrium in the stone shields us from spiritual influences, and over time made us immune to them.
Right, yeah, of course I read that.
I want to go to the Circle to study.
I assure you that desire will depart the moment you arrive.
I don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar would learn of one of the great natural forces of the surface. And the Circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing.
Yeah, yeah, I can't remember whether your choices actually affect her future, or how broadly they affect her future, but she actually appears in Dragon Age Inquisition. And I believe that there are some changes depending on what you do. Exactly how much, I don't know. I've only done one playthrough where I remember meeting her. Was there? I think I did meet her both times. I got a feeling I did the same thing. So it might be interesting to see otherwise, but it would mean being a dick to her. I think Duke might.
And what would the messenger get?
What do you mean? Oh, you're looking for payment. My father's shop refines lyrium for smithing. If you help me, I'm sure I could get you some.
I'm out of your price range. I'll talk to the first enchanter if I remember.
That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcast. Tell them I've already begun reading the Tevinter Imperium's Verticum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child? Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
Can you say obsessed?
Right. Yeah, you have the option of actually getting her to the Mage's Tower, or you can just ignore her completely. I've got a feeling some of her story goes the same way, but if you help her out, she's more powerful in Inquisition, possibly. Or at least that's how I think it would be done. It's such a huge game, Inquisition. Right, and this map is huge as well, compared to some of the others. Right, I've just noticed the time. It's about 8:30, so I think I'm going to take a short break. Excuse me while I just set up my little screen. Yeah, I will be back in about 10 minutes. Hope you're enjoying everything so far. Yeah, so don't go anywhere. And welcome back. That was a good short break. Right, get the audio back. And let's move on. Oh yeah, I need to unpause, don't I? As Dwarven society is kind of odd. Ooh, named character.
You have come at a difficult time. Orzammar is ailing for want of a king.
Yeah, I get that.
Lord Balin suspected of personally defacing statues of the Paragons. Shocking allegations abound.
I hope you'll support Lord Harrowmont.
Legion of the Dead Warriors secretly wear Prince Balin's colors. Our prince has Orzammar's deadliest warriors behind him.
That sounds like bullshit.
Royal Palace. It's the Chamber of Assembly. It's yes, Vartag.
Warden, welcome. It is always a blessing for Orzammar to host your order. I am Vartag Gavorn, top advisor to our good Prince Balin. What news do you bring?
I got this treaty. Orzammar should send troops to the surface.
Ah, ancient documents indeed. These were signed in the reign of Eithnar Bimo, Paragon and King. That was 16 generations ago. Now the difficulty is that the treaty only compels our king, and we are sadly lacking one of those right now.
Great. Battling the Blight is more important than bullshit politics.
No one wishes this fight over more than Balin. But while it rages, Orzammar can spare no one to combat what may or may not be a new Blight.
There is a Blight, I fucking swear it.
I believe you. But what are we to do? If Balin followed his heart and sent his men to aid you, Harrowmont would steal his throne. We would defeat the Blight and return to find our homeland devastated by an incompetent tyrant.
And if you don't fight, your homeland gets fucking destroyed.
Perhaps you could prove to Prince Balin your intentions are just. If you show you owe Harrowmont no fealty, I'm sure Balin would help you. Harrowmont has engaged in a campaign of bribery and coercion to ensure that every house serves him. But if a neutral party, a stranger, were to approach certain key members, perhaps with irrefutable evidence of Harrowmont's deception, I'm certain my Lord Prince would show his gratitude.
What kind of evidence?
Harrowmont promised the same portion of his estate to two different Deshers, Lady Dace and Lord Helmy. Harrowmont can't possibly grant it to both of them, but they won't find out until after the vote is cast. I have copies of the promissory notes Harrowmont gave each of them. Once they see those, they should both reconsider their votes.
Aren't you supposed to report him to somebody about that?
Normally, the Shapers would handle this sort of accusation. They are the scholars who manage our laws, histories, and genealogies. They are the final arbiters of all disputes in Orzammar. Unfortunately, the Shaper of Memories is the most important among them, and his grandfather was Lord Harrowmont's aunt's first cousin. Obviously, we cannot expect him to offer an unbiased opinion.
His aunt's first cousin. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about this. This seems shitty.
Don't expect this offer to last. If my prince hears you swore allegiance to his enemy, he won't be so friendly next time. I will be here if you change your mind.
And that sounds like a fucking threat.
The assembly is in session. Enter quietly if you wish to observe.
Great.
Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass such a writ. Half our houses would go broke without the service trade.
The proposal is only effective until we have a king to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
Leaving you conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Deshers, lords and ladies of the assembly, I've already doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
Steward Bandalore, Balin's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well open us to the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
And I suggest you have a taste of my family's mace.
Enough! The assembly is in recess until the members can regain control of their emotions.
There.
Stone-forsaken fools and dusters. I'm sorry. This is the assembly of the clans. Only Deshers and occasional guests of state are allowed in.
Then why did you guards let me in? I'm a Grey Warden. Don't you recognize me?
Forgive me. I am so exhausted. I completely forgot about the message from the gate guard. Welcome to Orzammar, Warden. I hope you can forgive our unrest. The loss of our king has hit us hard. Respect for your role is great, but you won't receive a proper hearing until we have a king on the throne.
There's a blight coming.
Troubling. but it will still seem distant compared to the empty throne. The Assembly is blind to all else.
So who has the authority to aid me in this?
Dulin Verender, Harriman's man, can be found at the Harriman estate. Vartag Gavorn, Prince Balin's second, is often here in the Assembly. I only wish there was more I could do for you.
Great. Already spoken to that asshole.
I heard there was a Grey Warden here. I am Dulin Verender, second to Lord Harrowmont, King Endrin's own choice as successor. Word is spreading that the surface may suffer a blight. It is shameful we are not in a better position to help.
I'd like to speak with this Lord Harrowmont.
In an ordinary time, Lord Harrowmont would be honored to meet you. Unfortunately, we've already caught more than one of Balin's spies approaching Harrowmont under a pretense of friendship. So I'm afraid I won't be able to take your word. If you want to speak to Harrowmont, you will need to prove he can trust you.
Well, these games are bullshit. This treaty means you guys have to help.
You're asking the King of Orzammar to send armies to the surface, but Orzammar has no king and we have no army. Right now, the men who should be fighting Darkspawn are brawling in the street. If this situation is not resolved, we face civil war. If you want Lord Harrowmont's time now, you'll have to prove you have no intention of turning against him later.
So, you want the whole world to wait for this bullshit?
If you wish to show you have no loyalty to Balin, then work against him in Harrowmont's name. Balin is hosting a proving today, supposedly to honor his father's memory. The Deshers take it very seriously, and unfortunately, Balin found some way to blackmail or intimidate House Harrowmont's best fighters into stepping down.
Are you saying you want me to enter this proving?
It would certainly make your loyalties loud and clear. Balin would never work with anyone who humiliated him in that way. Harrowmont would have no fear of meeting with you then.
I like a good fight. Let's go to this fucking proving.
Excellent. The arena is located off the Commons. Talk to the Proving Master and tell him you're entering Lord Harrowmont's roster. The key fighters we lost were Guidon and Beisel. You can look for them in the fighters' preparation chambers behind the ring. And be sure it's before the fights begin. After the first bout, no one may change the roster. If you need to find me again, I will wait in the Tapster's Tavern off the Commons. There is no better place to hear gossip. Perhaps even word of your victory.
Well, this is a shitty situation.
News of the hour. Support Lord Harrowmont at your own peril. Darkspawn will overrun Orzammar within the year if he becomes king. Experts say.
That sounds like bullshit.
News of the hour. 3 more clans endorse Lord Harrowmont as the true voice of the Dwarven folk. Is Paragonhood far behind?
2 years tomorrow. By all the holy sodding ancestors, how can you people just ignore that?
Bronca didn't go alone, Ogren. She took the whole house, everybody but you. So just get over to Tapster's and drown yourself already. You know as well as I do that's how this always ends.
You think I'm afraid of some cub warrior who's barely off the teat? Ha!
You lift a weapon or attack a single citizen in Orzammar, and you're stripped of your caste and exiled. Even you can't have forgotten that. Get out of here before I call a guardsman.
Well, somebody's an asshole.
Can you believe it? Ogren's barely even warrior caste anymore, and he just clomps in here like he's entitled.
Who the fuck is Ogren?
Ogren's a drunken wretch. He comes up here 2-3 times a week, hounding people to lead some suicidal rescue mission after Bronca. Gets quite violent about it. I'd be scared if they hadn't practically gelded him after he killed young Lord Mino.
And who the fuck is Bronca?
The only paragon in the last 4 generations. Quite an honor for a girl from the Smith caste.
Is that what you two were arguing about, this Bronca?
It's been 2 years since Bronca left. No one has ever stayed in the deep roads that long and survived. The search teams who went out found nothing, but Ogren wants to keep risking lives searching.
Why does Ogren give a shit about this Bronca?
She's still his wife, isn't she?
Oh.
Even if she took their entire house into the deep roads and abandoned him.
Bronca was married to that drunk.
Well, before she was a paragon, she was just a smith, and Ogren was one of the best warriors of his generation.
So, why did Bronca go into the deep roads?
Chasing some old treasure. She was quite secretive. Outright rude, really. She said she never asked to found a house, that she didn't care about politics, and that we were too self-absorbed to defeat the Darkspawn. She actually threatened anyone who said they'd come after her.
Okay, yeah, I'm going now.
If you see any guardsmen, tell them Ogren was at it again.
I can't remember if Ogren has to come with you in this. I've got a feeling he might have to. Thought the game would crash there.
So, I've been hearing rumors that a certain wine merchant is falling behind on his payments.
I can't imagine what you mean. I pay my expenses.
What about the expenses your good friend Jarvia incurs when providing your protection? It's not easy ensuring nothing bad happens, that no one decides to just burn everything in your store.
My store! Please, I don't have much. Business isn't good. People are scared. Tell Jarvia I'll get her money.
Jarvia is not happy with your promises, old man. Now let's go inside and see what you've been holding back.
Not my business. Not my business. I think that's the Tapsters. Yep, Tapsters Tavern. Let's go and see what's going on in here. Not much. Right, so... there's the proving grounds. That way.
Good day to you. Is it true all the wardens are dead?
No, there's one right here.
How many other forms can the Swamp Witch become?
Several.
Can it become a golem?
Seeking companionship, are you?
If it could become a golem, I simply wonder why it would not stay that way. It is a superior form.
No, I cannot become a golem. I can learn to become animals, and each form must be learned anew.
And how does it learn a form? Does it read about it somewhere?
It is not a talent one can read from books. You must copy a creature's soul.
I do not understand.
Nor should you. Rock is unchanging. Allow it to stay that way.
Yeah, if Ogren has to come with us, I might have to leave Cuddles behind. Because I kind of want Shale to be on this section, because that's kind of where Shale's story really comes into its own. Although I haven't spoken much to Shale. Probably should. The game's pausing every now and then. I'm not liking it.
What do they have to prove? They're all soft, filthy things that are going to die.
Maybe they're proving like bread. Doubtful.
The proving will begin shortly. I'm sure you can find a place in the stands. Or were you here to take part in the fight?
What the fuck is a proving?
Oh, I forget you surfacers do things so differently. The provings are where the best fighters in Orzammar prove their worth and the worth of their houses. Provings can also settle matters of honor. Whoever wins receives Valos Atreidum, the ancestors' blessing. Whoever loses is deemed unworthy. This proving will honor King Endrin's memory. Are you interested in fighting?
Yeah, I'm here to fight as Haramon's champion.
Well, that's a surprise. Never thought the Grey Wardens would take an interest in our king.
I don't.
Let me just put you into the schedule here. Now, is there a particular name you wish listed?
The name's Duke Nukem.
We'll just call you Grey Warden,
Yeah.
seeing as those human names are a real burr to pronounce. We actually have an opening in the first round. Are you ready to start?
I have a few things I want to do first.
Come back soon. You'll be fighting the bout as soon as both fighters are ready.
Right.
Look, I already told the Proving Master I withdrew. Do you have to keep harassing me?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, that sounded genuine. If you weren't looking for me, do me a favor and pretend I never said anything.
Did someone make you drop out of the proving?
I left the Proving on my own business, and I have no intention of discussing it.
Haramon's kind of pissed that his own cousin would walk out on him like that.
Oh, don't put it that way. Look, it's just, when I was younger, I had a thing with this Idukan girl, Revelka. Lesser cousin, nowhere near the throne. Her family wanted her marrying up, so they matched her with a BMO. But we didn't exactly stop seeing each other.
Ah, so you're being blackmailed. Spit it out.
Balin's fighter Miaja showed me love letters they have, from Revelka to me. If I fight, they'll expose us.
Nah, I'm getting those letters back.
You'd do that? I don't know how to thank you. I know it's my own fault, but I'd have married her if I could. Balin's fighter Miaja has the letters. If you make sure she never shows them to anyone, I'll fight for Haramont again. But you need to find them quickly. Registrations close once the first bout starts.
Right.
Okay, so where is this?
Good, you're back. I was about to start looking for you. Are you ready to fight? Remember, once the fight begins, the roster is final. No new additions are accepted, and all withdrawals are marked as losses.
On second thought, I'll be back.
Come back soon. You'll be fighting the bout as soon as both fighters are ready.
Right. Ah, yes.
I shall do it.
One of the ones I need to talk to, I think.
You new in the fights? I don't remember seeing you before.
You don't get out much, do you? I'm Duke Nukem, Grey Warden.
It's a pleasure. Sorry it can't be longer. Name's Guidon, and I just tendered my resignation. Somehow I don't think the ancestors will favor me today.
Why'd you drop out?
It's not so much what happened, as what's going to. I heard from a reliable source Lord Harriman's already given up the throne. Balin called this whole proving to let his lordship save face when he concedes.
That's not what I heard.
Oh? And where did you hear this that's more reliable than a member of the Assembly?
I heard it from me, and I'm rallying people for Harriman.
I suppose there's nothing his lordship would do without consulting Doolin. He's always been his top man. Maybe you're right. I'm just a warrior. I've always tried to stay out of these noble politics. If I find out this whole thing was some flunky of Balin's lying to me for his own gain, I'll...
Get back in the proving and kick some fucking heads.
Maybe I will at that.
That was easy. And that was an achievement for winning, I can't remember how many it is, but there's a certain number of intimidations you have to win to get that one. Right, so there should be someone here. I think that's the one, Miaja.
You must be the Grey Warden. Luke John said one of you signed up.
They said the Warden's here to fight for Harriman.
I guess we'll have to show what kind of tricks we learn in Orzammar.
Like had a brown nose to a self-proclaimed king.
I think the Warden's insulting our king.
And here we plan to go easy on you.
I hear you've been threatening some fighters.
Is that an accusation? It's illegal to threaten proving fighters outside the ring.
Not helping them keep their dirty secrets, though. That's another story.
I want to see those letters.
I bet you would.
Just tell Basil Harriman to fight.
Then you'll see them. On the front page of a broadsheet.
Come on, Luke John. We have a fight to prepare for. You are quickly overstepping your welcome.
Right, seems I've failed that one.
The proving's almost starting. I should leave if you haven't found anything. If you want me to register, you'll have to hurry. The lists close after the first bout.
I'm going to go back and see if I can talk to him again.
You are quickly overstepping your welcome.
Didn't I say I need to concentrate? There's plenty of time to congratulate me after the fight. Come back after the match. I'll be auctioning off my sweat rag.
Delightful. Right, I think that's about all I can do before the actual fighting begins. So...
Good, you're back. I was about to start looking for you. Are you ready to fight? Remember, once the fight begins, the roster is final. No new additions are accepted, and all withdrawals are marked as losses.
Who am I fighting in the first round?
Looks like Suwern's drawn first bout. He was one of the youngest champions ever. Beat his own father at 12 years old. All for the right to earn his battle status 2 years early. Are you ready to start?
Yeah, let's get this going.
That's what I like to hear. I will warn you, though. This is your last chance to make preparations or meet the competition. Once the fights begin, there are no new additions to the roster. All withdrawals are treated as losses and a sign of the ancestors' disfavor.
Yeah.
Do you want to start, or would you like some time? The fighters' quarters are behind the ring.
What are we waiting for? Let's get this fight going.
Go down to the ring, then. I'll be right there. This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. First up is Suwern of the warrior caste. Many of you remember when Suwern made history as a lad of 12 by defeating his own father in this very ring. Today, he fights as a champion for Prince Balin. Opposing him, in Lord Haramont's name, is a member of the famed Grey Wardens.
In the name of House Iduken and our future King Balin.
Get ready to eat those words.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
One-on-one.
No quarter shall be given. Our skill has won the day.
The winner is the Grey Warden!
You better fucking believe it.
That was an exciting start, Warden. Suwern is rarely trounced, and so thoroughly. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Who's next?
Next, you're up against Miaja and Lukjan. As twins, they've always been allowed to fight as a single person. They're warrior caste, but their mother was a smith, so watch out for Miaja's hammer. And don't forget Lukjan. Most fighters do, and end up with a knife in their spine. Are you ready to begin?
Seems a bit unfair to let two of them fight just because they're twins. Just point me to the ring.
All right then, I'll see you out there. This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. This round, Haramont's champion takes on the notorious duo, the warrior caste twin terrors, now fighting for Prince Balin, Miaja and Lukjan.
May the stone honor you.
When you fall.
Sure, and make the dirt taste good when I feed it to you.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Right, let's go after the one who's probably, Nope, he fell easy.
The winner is the Grey Warden!
Yep.
Well, that was an exciting bout. 2-on-1, and you took them both easily. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Yeah, who's next this time?
Well, this bout should be quick and dirty. You'll be fighting Hanashan, one of the legendary Silent Sisters. She's a ferocious fighter and dedicated enough to cut out her own tongue. Are you ready to begin?
Yeah, let me to the ring.
All right then, I'll see you out there. This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. Paramount's champion has held the field so far, but how will he do against one of the legendary Silent Sisters? We'll find out as the Warden faces Lady Hanashan, who proved her worth to Paragon Ashdith the Grey by cutting out her own tongue. And to our Prince Balin by fighting in his name.
Is self-mutilation supposed to frighten me?
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
That was a little too easy.
The winner is the Grey Warden! Paramount will be pleased, Warden. The Silent Sister support was a great boost for Balin. Are you ready for your next opponent?
I think I'm a little over-leveled to this. Yeah, who's next this time?
This should be a good match. You'll battle Wojek Ivo, master of all weapons, prisoner of none. He makes it a point never to use the same technique twice. Are you ready to begin?
Sounds like a waste, doesn't it? Yeah, bring me to the ring again.
All right then, I'll see you out there. This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. This round is paired combat. Just as Kiakshet fought as King Bloodvik II, defending our empire, so have dwarves always fought alongside a second. Master of all weapons, prisoner of none. Wojek Ivo has never won the same way twice. What will he do today, lords and ladies? And will it win the day for Prince Balin? Grey Warden, choose your second, for you face Wojek Ivo and Valans.
I'll fight with Haramont's warrior, Gwydon.
Your trust humbles me.
Last one standing will be declared victor. Fight!
Enemies approaching. Get off! Very well.
The winner is the Grey Warden! Wojek Ivo is one of the best this arena has seen, Warden. Paramount picked wisely. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Then who's next?
This is the championship round. A full squad-on-squad combat. Piotr Naidukan leads the same team he's taken to victory in over a dozen Deep Roads expeditions. Are you ready to face the final test?
Yeah, time to win this.
May the ancestors choose wisely. This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. Only 2 warriors remain. Fighting for his royal cousin Balin, Piotr Naidukan has led his team to triumph over every unit so far. Challenging him on behalf of Lord Haramon, the Grey Warden has risen from nothing to stand at the competition summit. Each will lead a full unit of 4 soldiers to see once and for all whom the ancestors favor.
You fight well, but your judgment is questionable. The throne will never leave House Idukan.
Shut up and fight.
Last one standing will be declared victor. Fight!
Ah, I do get all of them.
You can't see anymore. Hey!
Shall be done.
Yeah, that's annoying. Now, one left.
The winner is the Grey Warden! Congratulations! You defeated the man Prince Trian himself once called the Horns of my army. Do you deny this Grey Warden has earned the championship? Then it is my honor to declare this Grey Warden champion of the Proving, who has shown that the ancestors favor Lord Harrowmont.
I like this. Are we done then? Because I could use a drink. Yeah. Are we done? I could use a fucking drink.
Spoken like a true warrior.
Yeah, they probably should have put something like that, Tom.
You showed them. The ancestors are smiling on Lord Harrowmont today. That was an excellent showing. We were honored by your participation, Warden.
Right, I think it's time to go see Lord Harrowmont then. Game keeps pausing in loading screens at the moment. I'm not liking that. As I keep saying.
You, dog. Do you know how many of your kind urinated on me in that village? And all I could do is stand there and watch, helpless. If I see one of those legs of yours lift so much as an inch in my direction, pow! I'm glad we have this understanding. At least your kind can be reasoned with, unlike those damned feathered fiends.
I can go find out if I can talk to him. I think what you've got to do is clear that before the fighting begins. So I think it was one of those blackmail things that it's to get him not to fight. So they kind of succeeded there. Nope. Game's freezing again. It's not crashed yet. It has crashed previously. Let's see. Yep, there he is. Basil.
Congratulations, my cousin will be proud.
Unfortunately, that's all we're getting out of him. Yeah, this game doesn't balance itself particularly well for over-leveling. Freezing again. I think I'll have to play around with some of the Oh, compatibility settings on Windows.
Why does the Swamp Witch still travel with the Grey Wardens?
You are of the opinion that I should not be?
I am curious. It seems as if it has little reason to stay.
The same could be said of you. There is no control rod commanding your presence, Gollum.
I have no history and thus no purpose. The same cannot be said for the Swamp Witch. Its purpose is simply unknown.
Keep asking questions and I shall turn into a bird. I can do that.
I have no fear of birds.
Oh, I didn't say you were afraid. I would simply hover out of reach. Hovering, waiting until...
Enough! I shall be silent.
Excellent choice.
Okay, to head all the way back up to Diamond Wood, I think they called it. Are you going to pause again? Yep, there we go. There's something it's trying to load that every time that's causing it to pause. First time it's been doing this. Like intermittent weird effects.
Lord Harrowmont is the voice of... Balin is the voice of anarchy.
If you're looking for Lord Doolan Forender, you'll find him at Tapster's, taking his evening drink.
Ah, yeah. I've got to talk to him. So I've got to go all the way back again. Backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. And these pauses are getting longer as well. I think I'm going to need to finish up soon. It's a bit too soon to finish now, but got an idea of where I want to finish up.
I shall do it.
Ah, there we go.
Atrosvala, champion. I hear your performance in the proving was nothing short of amazing. I thank you for whatever you said to Guidon. He fought like a Berescarn and showed many Deshers the strength of House Harrowmont's support. There can no longer be any doubt where your sympathies lie. If you're ready, Lord Harrowmont will see you now.
Good. Lead the way.
His lordship is looking forward to meeting you.
I appreciate what you have done, Warden, and I apologize for putting one of your rank through such trials. I am Lord Pyrell Harrowmont, and I thank you for your efforts to help me preserve King Endrin's throne.
All I'm here for is support against the Blight.
For us, the Darkspawn are a constant menace, so a blight may not elicit the same urgency you are used to. Ultimately, the Assembly decides what troops to send. If they no longer fear civil war, they'll have no reason to hold back. If you want my support to count, I will have to be king. And right now, there is no sure way to get there. Have you heard of a woman named Jarvia and the criminal carter she runs?
What about him?
The Assembly receives pleas every day from the common folk, begging that something be done about her. So far, no one has managed. Jarvia hides her base in Dusttown, the raw edges of the city where no one lives but castless and criminals. If you would help me in this, it would show the Assembly that I, and not Balin, have the ability to defend and rule this city.
So I deal with this Jarvia. Oh, misread that. Okay, fine, I'll go and do that now.
Do this, and I promise if I take the throne, I will not stop until the Assembly sends your troops. Look for Jarvia in Dusttown. Do whatever it takes to see that justice is served.
Right, getting involved in politics. Okay, I'm gonna just do a quick... Just a quick reload to see whether that... no. In that case, I will... Let's see if that has the same effect, because otherwise it'll be quit the game. Okay, that was a briefer one.
Lord Balin swears revenge on Grey Wardens. He is like a mad surfacer dog, say insiders.
That's not foreshadowing at all, is it? I don't think that solved the issue, but it seems to have reduced it. Right, I think I need to go down this way. That's the deep road, so I think it's this area I need to get to. Oh, we have a welcoming committee.
Harrowmont has suckered the war supply. Balin will not allow it.
As you say, it is begun. It shall be done. Very well.
Yeah, that was messy.
Why do the poor not rise up against their betters? This I never understood.
Interesting choice of wording.
There's a rich one. We'll get plenty for their It is begun. Damn you.
I am
Good, another down.
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform.
Name's Duke Nukem, Grey Warden.
Oh, you looking for a chance to bring in some coin? Could be I have that opportunity, especially for someone with a few connections above ground.
I'd have to hear what you're asking first.
No offense, but your kings have some laws that don't make sense in a practical kind of world. Like about who gets to buy and sell lyrium, the sacred gift the stone provides us to show her love. No law should regulate that. The laws are meant to keep mages away from the stuff, so there's always buyers in the Circle Tower. I got one man named Godwin. He's expecting a delivery of a stone's weight. You want an investment opportunity? I could see fit to, say, sell you that lyrium instead, at the reasonable price of 50 sovereigns. You can keep it, or, since you can travel freely from here, sell it to Godwin, who you know is buying. And if you bring back his return order, I could pay you, say, 20 sovereigns as a finder's fee.
Sounds dangerous if you're paying that much.
More so for someone like you, I guess. Most dwarves born down here have a natural immunity. Other races, there are problems if they spend too long with the ore. The real issue is that lyrium's valuable. It's only found down here, and human mages can't work without it.
Sounds like I wouldn't approve of your kind of opportunity.
Long as you keep your eyes down and your mouth shut, we've got no further business.
Spare a bit for... Please. Have you a coin to spare, my lord? It's for my son. He's sick. He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today. Neither have I.
Maybe if you got some information.
What information? I don't know anything. Unless you want the names of every mining family in Orzammar. That's what I was. Before.
So you don't know anything about Jarvia?
I know people are scared of her. I'm sorry I don't know more. I haven't been down here long. I still don't know how to do it, really. How do people live like this?
Don't have time for bullshit. I'm going.
Of course not. Why should you care? You look at me and see the same shame everyone else does.
Nope.
As you say.
No one, don't look at me.
It has begun.
What are you looking for? We got nothing to buy for the likes of you. Or maybe you wanted to sell.
Let me see what you got.
Of course.
He's got tier 7 armor. He's actually got some pretty good stuff there. Nothing I want to get though.
You're back. You got more business for me?
What do you know about Jarvia?
Enough to know she don't fancy strangers asking questions.
Why is everyone so scared of her?
Her base goes everywhere in Orzammar. You cross her or even talk bad, your bones end up in the lava.
Would you know any more if the question came with some silver?
Could be. If 30 silver came my way, I might know a bit.
Here's 20. If I like your information, you might get more.
Fine. Only Jarvia's men knew all the entrances to her base. But I tell you, I've watched them. They go up to what look like bare walls, and poof! Gone. Like there's a secret door. There's one just across the way. Watch long enough, and you'll see. Now you owe me 30 silver.
One option is, actually now's when I kill you so you don't tell anyone. Duke's not that much of a dick. Right, here you go.
Pleasure doing business. Now you want to buy something, or are we done?
We're done.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
It shall be done.
Small slot concealed in a fold in the door, just big enough for a finger. Yeah, I think this is going to take some working out to get any further, so I think that's where I'm going to finish the stream. I'll just set up my ending screen and check to see if anyone is online to raid. Not any of the people who I've been following recently, so unfortunately that's going to be the end of the stream. Shall be back next week. Hope you've been enjoying this. We will be back same time, Friday 7 PM GMT, to continue the saga of Duke Nukem. I think the Orzammar and Deep Roads, that's probably going to take another... It's a long section, so it's probably going to be the next 2 streams, possibly even more, to get through all of it. It's one of the longest sections of the game. Yeah, because the actual Deep Roads have got their own map, similar to Denerim. There's a lot to do down there as well. In Dragon Age 2, the Deep Roads chapter literally takes up an entire chapter of the game. Yeah, that's going to be a long trek through there. But yeah, I'll be back next week. Hope you've been enjoying it. Not sure if there's anything else to say. I should probably figure out a script for what to say at the end of a stream and the beginning. But yeah, have a good evening, have a good week, and I shall see you next time. Bye.